All right, the recording has started. Let's see. I want to make sure that we get this for everybody that wasn't able to be on live. Okay. All right, just making sure. Yes, it says pause recording. All right, I want to make sure all of you are able to be successful early on in your trading career. So I want to introduce you to iMarketsLive and what it has to offer. I wish I had recorded what Maxwell had to say, Andrew Maxwell. So if you don't mind, could you give us like 30 seconds of what you said? You can talk about your profits and how long it took you to get here. Just give us like a 30 seconds for the ones who were not on here.
Okay, basically, Trump had a speech. I think it was Tuesday or Monday, one of them. I ain't see the speech nor heard the speech. Didn't know that he was saying the speech, but everybody keep talking about, oh, the stock market crash and all that. But we actually made money off of his speech because whatever news is happening in the markets, we make money off it, buy or sell. You know, so I profit over $500 a day because of that speech. So I'd like to thank Mr. Trump for
that. So yeah, as I was saying when we first jumped on, I had somebody inboxing me asking me, were we pretending to make money? Because let me read his words. He was saying, you know, that his friend lost money and are you really making that kind of money? You know, investments take time. My 401k and Fidelity took a beat down recently. And how do you find the time to trade? Is that actual money? I want money I can pull out of the market. I've been your friend for like 8 or 9 years. I know you wouldn't be deceitful. So just know that what you see in the Forex market is real. For those of you who were on here earlier, you heard me playing the part of a friend who he's made his first 6 figures from a $2,000 account in 7 months. And we'll get to how to do all that later. But the first thing we want you to do is be able to utilize everything that you've paid for by joining iMarketsLive. So when you go to iMarketsLive and you log in, let me just check the chat. You have your products, IML Academy. That's the first thing you should go through as a new trader. You go to IML Academy, and go through Forex Basics, through Technical Analysis, and Forex Intermediate. So start from the beginning, and I wouldn't worry about crypto right now. What you want to worry about is understanding what Forex is and how you're going to make money trading Forex. And go through those modules as many times as you need to. One thing I did was get me a 5-subject notebook to keep notes on everything. So make sure you go through IML Academy. Once you're ready to actually learn to start trading, there's IML TV. This is like the HBO of Forex. You can log in if you speak English, which I'm sure everybody on here does, but if you don't, there's other languages as well. Forex Basics and Forex Advanced. You got your cryptocurrency education. Web Analyzer is a tool. Home Scanner is a tool, so you don't have to worry about those two right now. Gold Cup, they focus on trading gold. Swipe Coin is for taking trades to trade cryptocurrency. And one of the most important things about trading is mindset. So let's just look at Forex Basics, for example. It gives you the schedule for the week and what they're teaching and what time they will be live. And these are your instructors. So if you wanted to join, Joshua teaches Forex Basics, and so does Adeze. She's a former school teacher who retired to trade Forex and also to teach. So she teaches Monday at 9:30 p.m. So you would go down to her and click on her webpage. And when she goes live, it would be here, but you can also look over here to see her past recorded sessions. So like if you wanted to watch some Forex 101 tonight, you would just click watch again, and you would get to hear her teach and talk about Forex. That's her doing her thing. As you go through IML TV, you will end up finding someone that you gravitate towards, someone who trading style that you like. So those are basic. And if we go to advanced, Christopher Derrick, he likes the Fibonacci. For those who know about that, Lex Waves, he does a lot of like the Elliott waves. This guy here was using, I think, the harmonic scanner. Stevenson Lindor is the one I follow, and he's my mentor. He's a 7-figure trader. He graduated from college in finance, and he traded Wall Street. He was a successful 7-figure trader on Wall Street before he switched over to Forex after finding out that Forex was very lucrative, because stock markets are $220 billion a day, but Forex is 5.3 trillion. So I go down to him and I look at his schedule and I choose him and I watch his sessions. The way I learned to chart and mark up as well as I do is I used to watch his sessions and I would take notes, and then I would come back through and I would mimic everything that he did. Okay. So, and he teaches what I teach on Friday Night Forex and Chill. So he'll go through and he'll give what's called the weekly outlook, and he'll give us like 25 setups for the whole week. So if you're new at trading and you need somebody to basically tell you what's going to buy or sell, he does that there. All right, so IMLTV is like the breadwinner for me. Harmonic Scanner is another product that if you and you don't have to click on these actual links here. Each one of them have a separate website. So if I had IML Harmonic Scanner, you go to that, log in, and you can use this from any computer anywhere. You can use it on like a tablet, and you can scan the market for 15-minute setups like Euro USD. It's telling you this is where you would enter for a buy. This would be your take profit 1, 2, and 3, and this would be your stop loss. And I can tell you now that was on the downtrend, and they're getting you to buy the correction. But you just scan the market for different setups, and there's a channel that teaches that. Gold cup scanner is the same thing. It's usually gold, but this right here is what's making people a lot of money right now. The IML bounce back. I think I've added everyone to IML bounce back on the Facebook group because they have training. So let's look at the Facebook page and I'll show you how to go through those units. This right here is the most profitable thing. Oh goodness. On iMarketsLive right now. And this is what's making new traders a lot of money who don't really know how to trade. And if you go to units, there are 5 units you can complete on training. And it teaches you everything from how to get access. Let me let her know they're asking me, am I teaching at 9 o'clock tonight? I'll probably have about 100 people on tonight if it's not too busy, if they're not out and about. But going back to the web page, there are units you can complete, how to access the bounce back trade alerts, and it will give you the Telegram link for that. For those of you who are new to Telegram, it's like a chat. Like here's the chat that all of us should be in. This is the one that I push out information to you guys, help you with trade setups, let you know when we have meetings and stuff. So make sure you got you can do it on your computer, just web.telegram.org, or you can download the Telegram app on your phone. If you're in a lot of groups, which I've been going through deleting today, you can mute everything except the ones that are important. So I have everything muted except for the bounce back strategy. Right here, it will give you an alert, tell you that there's a new bounce back trade, and then you will go to IML bounce back and look at the trade. Okay, so it's important you go through the training modules here to learn exactly how to take these trades, and you can go through each unit. You can also go to discussions and see what people are talking about. Like if you have a problem or question, like this guy, when I pull it aside, it shows no signals. So he had changed his signal somehow. This guy made a lot of money, I guess. He said he grew his account by 30% on one trade. So you can go through This person said they doubled their account today on that USD CAD. So this is a very helpful page, but the most important thing is going through the units. And if they have announcements, they do training on this every Monday and Wednesday live, but there's plenty of recorded trainings in there. All right, so make sure you're in that Facebook group and that you are in the Telegram. All right, the next thing, Swipe Coin. Again, that's like alerts for trading cryptocurrency. So as I said, IML TV is my favorite product because it taught me how to trade. My second favorite product is Bounce Back because it helps people who don't know how to trade yet make money. And also people who are trading making really good money are using Bounce Back as well. Another thing is Pip Talk. It's sort of like a chat group to follow your favorite educator. I follow, again, Stevenson Lindor. And if you're on this, he will give out trades. And he was telling us that we could have sold here. You can click on the trade, and he's telling you you're on the 240-minute time frame. And when it breaks this trend line, to look to sell, okay? And if you follow him, like right here on IML TV on Sunday night, he'll give these setups. This right here, we were looking to buy it. It broke out. It's going to create a flag. That's what he's telling you. And then buy it from here or at the bottom. That's a little more advanced, but that's what Pip Talk is. It allows you to follow your favorite IML educator, and they will send you out messages and trades. And he's phenomenal. He keeps us really updated. So if you use nothing else, use IML Academy, of course, to get set up, IML TV to learn. There's hundreds and hundreds of hours of live and recorded. And so again, you just go through there and you go to the channel. I think some of you logged on a little bit later, so I'll pull it up again. You go through Forex Basics for those of you who are new, and you just look at the schedule and you can watch them live if you didn't catch them live. This guy here is from Raleigh, North Carolina. I haven't watched him yet, but I've heard someone telling me he was from Raleigh. And you can look at their recorded videos. And looks like the last one he did was 2018, but most of them are live every week, 2 or 3 times a week. All right, and that's basically it. This Night Owl Swing Trades, that's the guy who started the company. He does this on Sunday nights, and he calls out a few trades. My referrals will help you to get your 2 and free. It'll let you know if you got your 2 people to get your free for the week. Another thing you can do is if you're on your home screen, you can click on where it says genealogy. So if you've got a pen and paper, what you want to do is create a demo broker account. Some of the brokers that we use are Trader's Way, Hugo's Way, FX Choice. Now you can go with Oanda, who is American-based, but I'll tell you about US-based brokers. They give you a very low leverage. They will not allow you to trade gold. They will not allow you to trade oil. And it's basically like they try to put reins on us, and they don't want to let us make a lot of money. So we use brokers who are like in the UK and other countries who allow us to make real money. Okay. So we can talk in the chat about brokers, but you download an app called MT4. And there's like the app for iPhone, and then there's the app for the Droids. You install that on your phone if you want to watch your trades from your phone. And you can also install MT4 on your computer if you wish to trade from your computer. One thing I do suggest is that you go to tradingview.com. This is where most of us like to mark up our charts. So even though you can mark up charts on MetaTrader 4, it has limited features. Create you a free account with TradingView. Like this is a trade I called the other night. We were just all on here talking and chatting, and none of this had happened. And I drew this out and I told my team, I was like, this is what I expect gold to do. And those who were on here made money. And I had this like right here. And you see it sold to that point. We had taken profit. It dipped a little bit more and then it reversed. So this is what you learn in iMarketsLive TV. You learn to mark up and predict the market. Okay. Your best friend will be a trend line. A trend line helps you trap the market and see where it's headed to next.
Oh my God. I thought you sleep here, Lena.
So get you a free TradingView account. So if those of you who are interested in learning to mark up trades, if you mark up your trade and you stay logged in, when you come back, it'll be there. Also, you can download the TradingView app on your phone. And if you're logged into your phone and logged into your computer, whatever you've marked up on your computer will transfer to your cell phone. One great thing about it is you can put an alert. So like if I said I wanted to sell gold when it broke this trend line, I could create an alert on this trend line. If my computer were open, I would hear it go off. If not, if I had my phone, I would hear the alert go off on my phone and I would know to enter my trade. So tradingview.com will become one of your best friends. If you're going to be a professional at anything, you want the tools of the trade, TradingView is definitely the top tool of the trade for Forex traders. And if you look at the IML bounce back, this is a TradingView platform. Everybody's screen is going to look different. You can change the colors and make it look the way you want to look. But the reason I was telling you that a trend line is your best friend, and you'll see when you go through the bounce back strategy trading, they were telling us to buy USD CAD. Okay. So at the time they said buy USD CAD, it's in a downtrend. So what bounce back does is catch reversals in the market. So we were anticipating it to break from a downtrend to an uptrend, and you see where it broke. It retested, then it continued up for about 80 pips. Okay. So right now, if you had got in where they told you to, you would be 80 pips in profit. I'll cover this just a little bit. The way I let myself know where the market is telling me to get in, I do one additional step. I put a horizontal ray, and I look over here at the price. It said 1.31979, and I change my horizontal ray 979 to match where they're telling me to get in. So my trend line has been broken and it's hitting my price. So if I had got in where it told me to get in and I was still holding this trade right now, I would be up, I can't see that back there, 81.3 pips. Okay. Now you will learn in market structure how to set your stop loss. You would set your stop loss like right below where it started to the upside, which would be right here, which would be only like a 13 pip stop loss, which is very good. Now to get your take profit, you could go up to the time frame it was called on. And look, we had a big, huge drop. Usually when you have a big drop, the market reverses and gives you back about 50%. Again, you'll learn that as you become a more advanced trader, but they tell the newer traders to at least catch about 30 pips. But if you knew what you were doing and saw how strong this was moving, you held it out until you started seeing signs of reversal. So it was a really good trade. But that's why trend lines are very important. So get you a TradingView account. You see this is based off TradingView. All this is TradingView. Learn to play around with it. I've become pretty advanced on TradingView because I use it so much. I taught the guy who made $27,000 the last 8 days. I taught him something on TradingView that even he didn't know, and he laughed about it because he's making so much money, and just a simple little technique I showed him today he wasn't aware of. So you can probably watch some tutorials on YouTube about TradingView. It's just the more you use it, the more you'll become familiar with it. I can tell you if you're working from a laptop, this is easier maneuvered with a mouse. So we got your MT4. You're going to get you a broker and create you a demo account. If you're not familiar with trading, I suggest taking trades in your demo account until you can double your demo. You want to open a small trading account. You know, you're going to have questions about risk management. Like on a $50 account, you shouldn't trade over 0.01, and you should only have one trade open. On a $500 account, you can trade at like 0.05 up to a 0.10. And so those are the type of questions you will learn as you go through and learn about the market. So any questions so far about anything? Right now, especially you newer traders, get very familiar with bounce back, because we want you making money as soon as possible. And I think it was Eric enrolled last night. He took that bounce back trade today on USD CAD and made him some money. So it's phenomenal to join something that in like 12 hours time, you can already be making money. That's why I'm not a marketer. I've never been into marketing, because every marketing product I've ever seen, it takes money out of your pocket every month, but it never puts money back. So and I'm not knocking any opportunity. They all have their good benefits. But like if I'm buying makeup every month, it's not putting money back in my pocket. If I'm buying diet pills every month, it's not putting money back in my pocket. If I'm buying a vacation, it's not putting money back in my pocket. But by coming into iMarketsLive, you're putting money into something that can retire you. And I know we had some people that just got on, and I'm gonna play this one more time, because this guy started with iMarketsLive, and within 7 months he's made 6 figures.
I worked with him, and just got very, very serious and buckled down to it, and took it to the next level. After those 3 blown accounts I did, I loaded 2K to my account early May, and as of December 12th, 2018, I've earned my first 6 figures in trading in the Forex market. So I've literally made 6 figures, over 6 figures now, within 7 months, less than 7 months.
All right. So I just wanted y'all to hear that. Yasmin, you will choose a broker. Oh, my brother is just now asking me for the Zoom link. So Yasmin, you can choose a broker to trade your real account, but you can also use that same broker to trade in demo. So while you are, it takes maybe 24 to 48 hours with the broker, because you have to fill out the little online application just like you do. So we can walk through that. Let's just say we're going to join Hugo's Way. Some people, Trader's Way is good. Trader's Way does not have cryptocurrency or US30. This is the one my brother uses, and he doesn't mind me telling his business, so to speak, but he's up almost $4,000 in the last week trading at a 0.20, and he pulls about $6,000 a month out of Trader's Way, and he trades very part-time. This is the broker that he uses. You would just go here and see if I can minimize this out of my way. Private office is where you log into your account. Over here at the bottom right, open live account or open demo account. And what you do is you connect it to your MT4. They're going to give you an account number. So there's a difference in your MT4 is just an application to make a trade. TradingView is just an application to chart up a trade. Let me see if I can open up. MT4 you can put on your computer, on your iPad, on your cell phone. See right here, this person uses it on their cell phone. You can do markups on it on your cell phone, but I prefer doing my markups the way I trade. I do my markups on TradingView online. They transfer over to my TradingView on my phone. But when I actually get ready to enter a trade or close out a trade, I do it on my cell phone. Some people do it from their computer. It's just your preference. You're going to do what is comfortable for you. Let me pause this real quick and help my brother. All right, I've resumed the recording. I had to pause for a phone call. So again, MetaTrader 4 is your app that allows you to execute trades. You can use it on your phone, computer, tablet, or iPad. You connect your broker, which would be your broker of choice. There's Trader's Way, FX Choice, CoinX, Hugo's Way, Oanda. You connect it here in the settings, and you can trade live or you can trade in demo. And you can also access multiple accounts. For example, if you wanted a big account that you were using for investment and growing purposes and a smaller account that you use to withdraw spending money from. Let me look at the chat. The copy and paste, that's the swipe trades. I don't use that. The only one I use is the bounce back. And if you want to access the swipe trades, you can. I would learn to do analysis. I would ask around at who's the better person for calling trades. To me, if you stick with bounce back, you're going to make plenty enough money. One thing you don't want to do is over trade. And like I was saying, if you listen to the people who are making a lot of money trading, they take very few trades. They look for the most high probability trades and take good, clean trades. And that's what the bounce back is doing, is providing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 9 trades it gave this week. Last week it gave 12, because of what it does is it scans the market for the best setup. So just like on USD CAD, it had 80 pips. If you were trading at 0.01, that's $8. If you were trading at 0.10, that's $80. And if you were trading at 1.0, that's $800. You heard Terrell talking earlier. He trades at 11.0. That's $110 a pip. So anybody have a calculator? What's 110 times 80? Anybody? Got some math majors on here? What's 110 times 80?
8,800.
That's $8,800. But I can tell you now that he had sold this. So this is when you get to learning how to trade, he had sold this for 300 pips. Now watch 300 times 110. 33,000. So now you see how he's made 6 figures in 7 months, because he only took 2 trades this week. Okay, he did not buy this because he had sold this. So that's once you start compounding, and I do have a compounding worksheet that I'll post up in the group. Let me see if I can find it here on my computer. I have it. I'm going to pull it up, and I'll pass that out to everyone. People make these and they don't want to share them, but I pass them out to everybody. I'm very transparent, and I share as much as I can to help people, because I like to see people make money. Trying to remember where I saved it on here. Maybe it's in miscellaneous. It's not miscellaneous. Hold on one second. Okay. Again, I forgot to stop recording, but this is the Excel spreadsheet. It's called Trading Made Simple. On the instructions tab, you have your instructions, you have your trading constitution, risk management goals. You can adjust this to the size of your trading account, and you can put your pip goal, even if your pip goal was only 50 pips a week, and it would tell you what size to trade at. Like $50, it's suggesting 0.01. At $110, you see it doesn't go up to 0.02 until you get to $150. And if you caught 50 pips, you would make $10. And it just keeps growing. And finally, you get into, like, if you caught 50 pips at a 0.90, it would be $450. So this is your weekly goals, and this is your actual. And you can do a pip tracker to put in how many pips you caught each week. And you'll learn in the basic training how to calculate pips, things of that nature. This right here, everybody should have a trading plan, just like I was showing you with the bounce back. There's, when you watch that trading, you'll see, let me switch the share back to that. When you go to the bounce back, as I showed you on that USD CAD, we have 3 criteria that we want the trade to meet. And this is where it was called, and we draw a trend line. So criteria number 1 is we go down 2 time frames. So this was on the 1 hour, and I went down to the 15-minute. So the second rule is we wanted to break the trend line, which it did here. And then the third criteria is we wanted the MACD, which is this tool at the bottom, which will be explained in all the training, to move to the upside. And it did. So if you got in where the software was telling you to buy at, you would be up. And this is a little ruler, and it will tell you your pip count. So this trade is right now about 81 from where we calculated earlier, pips and profit. So that's why you want to get familiar with trading rules, because you don't just want to push buy or sell. You don't want to push buy just because you saw green, or you don't want to push sell because you saw red, but you want to be very disciplined. And I can tell you the reason that Terrell is so successful is because he's a very disciplined trader. So as the spreadsheet was saying, you know, find your rules, make your trading rules. And so he has his ideal setup. Break of structure was our trend line. Was it a pullback, a multiple time frame, which we did. We went down to a lower time frame. But you'll learn to make your own. But this is just something, this guy, he's in his early 20s, and he's a 6-figure trader, and he teaches on iMarketsLive TV. His name is Mike Navarrete, and he gave us this to help us meet our trading goals. So, all right. Anybody else got any questions? We can ask any questions you like. Anything that you feel like you need to go over again? You'll probably, if you're muted, just unmute yourself. Nope, no questions? Y'all ready to make some money?
Let's do it. Oh,
yeah, I'm ready to make some money. The Telegram group name, I'll post it in the chat again. The 2 that you need to focus on now is mine, because I send you a lot of information, and then the one for the IML bounce back, because it will give you an alert. All these other ones, I'm going to tell you now, the best thing you can do is stay away from any chats right now, because it will get you confused. There's 50 different trading strategies out there. There's people will be posting charts. Your analysis might tell you that this is in a sell. Their analysis might tell you it's in a buy, and you could both be right, because they could be trading off of a high time frame, and they could be in a long-term sell where this buy was a short-time correction. So you both could be right, but, you know, being a new trader, you don't want to get in there and be confused and lose money, because, you know, I call it background noise. When you're first trading, you want to cut out all the background noise until you can solidify yourself and your strategy. I'm going to tell you, the people that I've seen that took this very serious for 2 months and buckled down made really good money. Then you have people who were in it for 2 months and goofed off and blew their accounts. So don't trade until you know what you're doing, because you don't want to get in here and be like, oh, I put $200 in there and I blew it and lost it. And the whole time you lost it because if you're trading without knowledge, you're gambling. If you're trading and you have studied what you're doing, you are an investor. And we are surrounded by people making 6 and 7 figures in iMarketsLive. So we know the opportunity is real. We know the investment vehicle is real. It is our duty to trade responsibly. You just don't press buy and sell because you see a candle or you see somebody post something in a chat. You always do your analysis. And I'm going to tell you now, my mentor makes way more money than me, and we both analyzed gold. And mine was more accurate than his because sometimes you see things differently and you analyze things differently. He wasn't wrong. It's just he thought it was going to come here and then turn around. And I said it was going to come here and turn around. But you see, we could both end up being right because it came here and it's just correcting, and it could break because it's making a structure. It could come down here again. So again, we could both end up being right, even though, you know, I was like, I'm just going to sell it to here and get out. He's a longer term trader than me. He might have been selling it here, ignoring the correction and waiting for the continuation. Any more questions? Anybody on here that trades? Anybody else that's already trading, making money, that wants to throw out some advice? I can tell you if you want to do the IML bounce back and use Pip Talk, like we were talking about earlier, to get trade setups, there is nothing wrong with that. These are really good tools to help you make money. Take your time studying. Don't rush into the market, because it's best to take your time and get high quality, high probability trades and double, triple, quadruple your money in 2 months instead of jumping in there now and losing your money. So just take your time to familiarize yourself. You see people posting all this money, just ignore it because the market's not going anywhere. If you hear somebody telling you, oh, you're not going to make money doing this or doing that, you need to cut them out. Stevenson Lindor, like I said, he was making 6 figures, a successful Wall Street trader, but now he's making 7 figures in Forex. And when he decided to leave his nice job on Wall Street, his own mom and dad told him, you're stupid. That was basically his words. And he tells this story. They were like, have you lost your blank mind? But now 7 figures later, you know, he was like, I believed in myself. He has a really good mindset. Mindset is 90% of trading, or 95. One thing I'll tell you about mindset is whenever you get in a bad trade, cut it off like you cut off a crazy ex, because all it's going to do is deplete your account. So that's why we use proper risk management. Like if you had got here for a buy and it started going up, instead of letting it take all your money with it, just cut it off and you still got money left to get in on the proper direction at the proper time. You can win 50% and lose 50% and still make 6 figures. If you're wondering how, I'll give you an example. Starting off small. If you have 10 trades and you lost 5 and you won 5, just say that your risk management, you're saying, well, I'm going to risk $25 to win $100. So that's a 4-to-1 ratio. You're like, I'm risking 25 to gain 100. If you lose 5, you've lost 125. If you win 5, you've lost 500. 500 minus 125 is 375. So even though you lost half of your trades, you walked away with $375, and you've turned a $500 account into $875. Does that make sense?
Can you say that again?
I call it the 50-50 trader. You lose 5 at 125. You win 5 at 100. That's supposed to be at 25. So if you lose, just say you are risking your risk to reward, which we'll call your R&R, is 4-to-1 ratio. Okay, it's 4-to-1. So you're saying I don't mind risking $25 to make 100. So if you lose 5, you've lost 125. If you win 5, you've won 500. So just say you had a $500 account at the end of the week. By winning 5 and losing 5. See, you now have, try to make that a better color. I don't know how to change it. I'm so used to working on my own trading view. Working on this is a little harder. Oh well, but y'all get the picture. There it is. Oh, there it is up there at the top. So a 50-50 trader with a 4-to-1 risk to reward, if you could lose 50% of your trades and still walk away with $375 on a $500 account. Trading at a 0.10. That makes sense?
Got it.
And Yasmin, anytime, if you have anybody that's interested and you feel like you can't explain it to them, I don't mind explaining it for you, because I want you to be able to get your 2 in free, so you'll have a free education like I did. I was just very excited about it, and I went into this thing using products like the bounce back and making money. And I talked to people that I felt like they had a like mindset. So many people are trapped in that mindset. They've been told from the day they were born, you need to go to school, you need to get a job, you need to work 40 years and retire and enjoy life. Very few people are, if you look at wealthy people, that's not the way they raise their children. They raise their children to grow up and be entrepreneurs and investors. And that's passed down throughout generations. So you have to find people who have a mindset that are open to the fact and can accept the fact that they can make money. So, but if you ever have any problems explaining it to people, you can put them in the bounce back page. It's open to the public, and tell them, look, even though you don't know how to trade, they have a product that will help you make money while you learn how to trade. You can show them, and we have webinars to help get people enrolled. And it's always good to have somebody to bounce ideas off of. That's why we have these Zoom calls that I do on Friday night, so we can all look at the market. I don't get paid for any of that. It's just I like trading and I like teaching other people. So every Friday night, I'll jump on at 9 o'clock and teach people from like 9 to 10:30. And then I'm like, y'all got any questions? You want to go over anything? And next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I can tell you the last few Friday nights, I've been sitting here until 2 o'clock in the morning teaching people. And I don't get compensated for it. It's just I love to trade. And I love showing people how they can make money trading. All right, anybody else? I tell you, make you a vision board, make you a goal board. Before you start trading and jumping in the market, make sure you got a proper mindset, because mindset really is the most important skill set. When I jumped into this, all I saw was a get rich quick scheme, and it's not get rich quick. It's grow wealthy investment vehicle. And that's what we're trying to do, is grow wealth. And I'm already introducing this to my 11-year-old grandson. I plan on starting scholarships in my area, take 2 seniors each year. And during the summer, teach them for free how to trade. So whenever they start college, they don't have to stress out about money and school loans. And that by the time they graduate college, they can be a self-sufficient 6 or 7 figure trader. I plan on having the school counselors identify kids who are smart enough to go to college, but they're in a bad situation financially, and that this could change their life. So anybody else got any questions? You just go familiarize yourself. The more you watch this stuff, it's like learning a foreign language. The first few times, it's not going to make sense, but on everything, you have that aha moment. And that's another thing I like about our Friday night get-togethers. So many people jump on and they're like, "Oh my God, it just clicked." You never know when it's gonna click or what's gonna make it click for you. So just repetition. Trading should be boring, because when you follow the simple rules of trading, it just seems so easy. When trading gets boring to you, you've arrived. At first, it's going to be so exciting. It's going to be scary. You're going to go through all these roller coaster emotions. At first, you're going to be like, "Oh my God, I'm going to trade Forex. I'm going to make some money." Then you'll be like, oh my God, I'm never going to learn this. Thinking about, oh my God, I think I got this. Then you're going to be like, oh, I got this. So that's what I tell people the 4 emotions of learning to trade Forex are. Some people come in and knock it out of the park from the beginning. And some people come in and hit some rough spots. And usually it comes down to mindset, you know. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that this is as simple as ABC. The people who control the market and make these red candles and green candles happen, they never look at any of this. They look over here. You see this price where it stopped? They knew that the CAD, based on economics at the time, when it got to 1.365, they were going to sell it off. These people knew they were going to buy it until it reached there, and then they're like, you know, based on current economical situations, I'm closing it out. They deal in even numbers, and you look where it stopped at an even number, 1.32. It's market psychology. When it stopped here, it was 1.315, because when you deal with investments, you don't see anybody trying to sell. You wouldn't see anybody trying to sell a dollar for 1.36423. They usually, the market makers end off, they have a set number in their head of where they're going to commit their business transaction. So we are here to think like investors. The investors move the market. If every single one of us threw a $500,000 trade in the market right now, we wouldn't even move the market, because it's a $5.3 trillion a day investment vehicle. This took hundreds of millions of dollars to cause. This might have taken a couple billion to make this big candle here, a couple million to make this little candle. So we're just, I ain't trying to be ugly, but we're like bottom feeders. We're going to follow them. We're going to attach to them like a leech and follow them like a parasite. We follow the money trail. They're leaving a money trail, and you'll learn as you learn market structure. When you see this, this is a money trail. It's rejecting off of this price area. It's exhausted. You start seeing this, you start seeing like the little nibbles, the little fish are trying to take a little nibble, and then it's exhausted. Then you see the big fish jump in, and you follow the big fish down to where it reversed the last time. And when you start looking on the higher time frames, you'll see there's key points where every time it gets here, it goes up. Got here, it went up. Got here, it went up. Got here, it went up. And it's all like right there in the same little price range. So yeah, it'll start making sense. And trust me, you're on the right team to learn, because I love to teach.
How many trend lines can you draw?
As many as you want to.
Okay.
Like if you look at how I drew this up. I drew this to create, this is a structure. This is a pattern that signals a reversal in the market. And that's how I knew this was getting ready to sell. And this is down on the 15-minute time frame. If you look at the overall picture on the larger time frame, looking left, I knew it had reached a point of exhaustion, because right here, the last time it was there, that exact same market, it sold off. So I knew, oh boy, when it gets here, it's probably going to sell off. All right. So when I knew it had reached that point and it was getting ready to sell off, I started looking for, on a lower time frame, certain specific patterns. And I knew this pattern told me it was getting ready to sell. So we were sitting here the other night, and it was like right here. And I drew this out, and I told my team, I said, let's sell this gold. It's going to do this. And that's what it did. And your eyes will get that good. And that comes from drawing up. I know y'all don't want to hear it right now, but drawing up 25 pair on Saturday. Like this, when you see it do this and do this, it looks like an L. That's called a flag, and it means it's going to sell off one more time. See? Here it is again in the market. You got that same pattern. What happened? It sold off. You got that pattern in reverse. What did it do? It balled up. Where did it stop? At the previous area where it turned around. So it'll start clicking like a puzzle. It'll start making so much sense. It looks crazy right now, but it'll make sense. When it got here, what did it do? Bounced up. Got here, bounced up. Got here, bounced up. Okay? Right here is an area of rejection. It's rejected off there several times. It came, broke through, it rejected again. It'll probably come down again. If it breaks it, we sell it down to here. If it rejects, we right back up. And it just starts making so much sense. It's going to be, it looks crazy to you now, but the first time I saw it, I'm like, is that an EKG? What is that? But yeah, it'll start making sense. All right, anybody else got any more questions? Anybody need to cover anything?
The trading view.
What's up, Cut the Rope? Man, you making all that money.
No, man.
Hey,
I'm a
y'all
little
guys,
scared.
this is Jamie. He's logging in from Saudi Arabia. He's been on my team for a little while. He came on here to get on my nerves. I can see that now.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I'm still recording. Let me stop. But anyway, I'm going to stop the recording for the new people, and that way I can pass this out to the ones who missed tonight. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, anybody else got any more questions before I stop the recording? Nope.
Hi, Gigi.
Yes.
Is there a term called confluence? I think somebody mentioned.
What we're going over right now is just for the new people to become familiar with IML.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's gonna be for the advanced class later.
Okay.
Anybody got anything like newbie questions about iMarketsLive, MetaTrader 4, getting a broker, TradingView, bounce back?
Can you show how to trade on an iPhone? How do you trade?
How do you trade on a what?
iPhone. On a phone.
I'll tell you, you can go to YouTube. Because I can't hold up my phone and show you the market is closed. Using MT4 to place a trade on iPhone. Right there.
So as we open our app, you guys
see, and there's they have like a whole series for each phone. There's some company did a phone of like series 1 through 5 for iPhone and series 1 through 5 for Android. And just watch this and take notes. And when you start trading in demo, you're gonna trade demo until you're comfortable trading. And so you'll get very familiar with executing a trade. Again, MetaTrader 4 is to execute the trade. TradingView is to mark up the trade. And your broker is where you put your money to fund your account, and then you link that to the MetaTrader 4. So if you were to put $500 in, it would show up here, or $100 or $25. And then each broker has different ways that you withdraw your money. So please, if you're not familiar with trading, please trade in demo until, because like I said, you want to know what you're doing and not blow your money first coming in. Because some people get in and they get excited, they see everybody else making money and they want to make money too. You focus on learning the skill set, because if you learn it properly, as we heard from several people, Andrew's on here, he's had 2 $500 days, and I just started helping him in October. We heard Terrell talking about making $27,000 I told y'all he made $27,000 this past week on 2 trades. And you heard him talking about hitting 6 figures in 7 months. So, and he only takes about 2 trades a week. So that's discipline. My brother, he was close to $4,000 for the past week taking trades. He's been trading about a year, but he trades part-time. He works full-time. So he's hit 6 figures in about a year trading part-time. All right. Anybody else? All right. I am going to stop the recording.